footwork. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson, caught by Cobb. And a good tackle there right around the 30, stops him short of the 1st down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now it's Crowder. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Throwing now is Morgan. Here's the tight end, this is Landry. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's Morgan. They'll set up the screen to Carter. Touchdown, Jets! Michael Carter. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. Sam Darnold has a couple of touchdown passes. Another game of interest in the AFC East has us checking in on the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry has a touchdown run. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Allen, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here are the Jets now to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing from the gun is Morgan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they try the right side here. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 144 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. From the gun, it's Morgan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. To throw on 3rd down, Morgan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now, standing just outside his own goal line. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now they try the right side here. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 154 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Now Morgan, off the bootleg. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Strong running at the 30. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 26. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Off the bootleg, Morgan. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Here comes Cobb. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. His throw incomplete. The Texans on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Morgan. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Ross Blacklock forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And shedding the tackle and now some room. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.